Hey guys, what's up? So here's the deal. I know that according to the analytics on this channel, the vast majority of y'all are not subscribed to this channel. So what I'd like you to do is stop what you're doing, go down, smash that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. It's free and it's one of the biggest ways that you can help my channel out. So go down there, hit that subscribe button, share this video with everyone else, get them to subscribe. Take your boyfriend's phone, hit that subscribe button on his. Thank you again for all your love and support up to this point. It means the world to me. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the video. I've been riding motorcycles since I was 19 years old, and in all of my travels, I've met people from all walks of life, from sport bike riders to Harley bros to adventure bike dudes who are not afraid of getting a little dirty. And I have to say, with all honesty in my heart, the entire time that I've been in the motorcycle community, I have never met a stranger. And nothing was more true than when I went to Blue Ridge, Georgia to meet up with 6 wonderful guys who are also motor vloggers. The saying really is true. I've never met a stranger as long as they're on a motorcycle too. And I spent nearly 2 days with these 6 guys, and we got to know each other pretty well, kicking back and talking as if we were old friends. That's what I love about the motorcycle community. And that's what I got to experience in Blue Ridge, Georgia at the Georgia Motovlogger Meetup in 2025. What's going on, guys? We got a great video for you here today. Today I'll be heading up to Blue Ridge, Georgia to meet up with other content creators for GAMM. So let's take a ride. Let's go. All right, just got all checked into the hotel. Blue Sky Inn over here in Blue Ridge, getting ready to see some of the guys for GAMM. But in the meantime, because it's still a little early, I'm fixing to go riding. Let's go out to see if we can hit half of the 6 gap. All right, y'all, just got up here to the Brasstown Bald area. So there's a shuttle bus and a store. Of course, I'm going to go check out the store. Yeah, we'll ride the bus up there and see what's at the top. Good. Or pets. Everyone, thank you for coming to Brasstown Bald. So after a great photo op and visit over Brasstown Bald, I decided to continue on the 6 Gap Loop since I still have plenty of time left in the day before it was time to head back to the hotel for the evening. After coasting into the gas station on fumes, I decided to go ahead and gas up, and then it was time to go find some dinner before heading back to the hotel for the evening and meeting up with the rest of the guys. After a long day of riding, I was able to finally stop, settle down, and find my room over at the Blue Sky Inn. It was a nice, spacious room. I actually kind of liked it. It was pretty clean, and there was no issues at all during my entire stay over here. After I got settled in and got all my stuff put away, I was able to meet up with a couple of the guys. I didn't get any good camera footage of this, and this is probably my fault, but anyhow, met up with a couple of guys, and we talked well on into the evening and kind of just planned around the next day's adventures. It was great meeting up with a couple of guys. Some of these guys I had never even talked to before, so I was really excited to get to know them and just spend the evening talking away. After a comfortable night's rest, it was time to get up the next morning, check out the bikes, make sure everything was going great and ready for the day's ride. Going down and getting some breakfast, which consisted of bacon and eggs, enough to make a carnivore diet guy pretty happy. Everyone was in good spirits and was getting ready basically to start the day and have a great day of fellowship and riding some of the great mountain roads north Georgia 6 Gap. you're good, brother. Yeah, you're good though, yeah. You are great.
What he was looking for.
There was two different ones. Well, they would come around and we parked it. I did that. He put it there.
I gotta do something. I can't.
I stopped right this number.
Well, I started getting it. You see a bike?
As I set out on this ride with literally dudes that I had just met, it kind of hit me. It was something that I felt for quite some time, and something that I've said over and over and over again on this channel. I have never met a stranger in the motorcycle lifestyle. And these guys that I ended up riding with, we ended up spending the day together and hanging out just like old friends. And I'll tell you what, new friends that feel like old friends, those are some solid people. So I settled in to enjoy the sights of a warm spring Georgia morning.
He wasn't doing too good. Welcome to the world famous two wheels only. Campground. Motorcycle campground.
Okay.
That's cool.
I've heard about this. Well, as you guys might have heard T-Bone say, welcome to the world famous two wheels only. But he's actually not wrong. That's what this place used to be called. This is actually Two Wheels of Suches, which is pretty dang awesome if I do say so myself. The Two Wheels of Suches consists of a lodge and a campground as well as a restaurant all on site to make your quintessential motorcycle resort. There was motorcycles of all kinds here, not just Harley Bros, but there were adventure bikes, there were sport bikes, there were bikes of every type, everyone who was out there interested in making their way through the awesome North Georgia mountains. They also have a little bit of a merch store, which gives you an opportunity to buy a t-shirt. I was pretty impressed with the offerings that they had. All in all, I really enjoyed visiting this place, and I think I will come back and stay here because it looks like it'd be a pretty fun place to stay. After getting some refreshments, using the bathroom, and checking out the sights, we all took a minute to fellowship, have a little fun, joke a little bit. It gave us a minute to blow off a little bit of steam and hang out and actually enjoy each other's company for a little while before it was time to hop back on the bikes again. As you might be able to tell, whenever you get a whole bunch of motovloggers together, there's a bunch of personalities, and that definitely showed in this instance. Everyone here, every one of these other content creators has a personality as big as the world, and I wouldn't have it any other way on this trip. Soon it was time for us to hop back on the bikes and to head out for our next destination, Blood Mountain. fun. So we're up here at the foothills, I guess, of Blood Mountain, Georgia, and I kind of want to take a couple minutes to give a shout out to all these awesome creators that I'm with. So I'm going to go and basically ambush each one of them. Fair enough.
And then we got Burrow Points here.
Burroughs Point, yep, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
I was told not to be an outlaw around here for whatever reason.
There's no reason.
No reason. He's the one back there dragging knees.
Why don't you give us a T-Bone? Why don't you give us all your socials here?
It's Rolling the T-Bone on YouTube, which is TLD522. That'll get you straight to my channel. And then just Terry Dunn on Facebook.
Cool. Thanks, man.
I got Instagram, but I'm never on it.
Fair enough. And Ray Gregory, why don't you give us yours?
Hey, Ray Gregory Ride. Come over and watch the comedy channel.
Awesome. Hit him up. He's got a great channel, y'all.
Yeah. I'm glad somebody thinks so.
It's all right. And then we got Tin Man over here.
Hey.
Why don't you give us a quick shout out? Let us know all your socials.
It's the Chestnut Mountain Tin Man. That's on YouTube and Instagram. Facebook's just by my name, Ron Bridge Farmer.
Cool. Well, if you're having trouble finding him, that's his stuff right there. Then we got Rody over here.
One and only.
What's going on, man?
What's happening, buddy?
Give us a
Nice
shout
to
out.
meet you, and it's been great the last 2 days here.
Absolutely has been. Same here.
So, yeah, Rody Riders, go check me out. I'm on Instagram and YouTube. I appreciate you subscribe and do some liking for me, but
cool.
Nice meeting you. It's been a pleasure. So
Absolutely,
far.
buddy. Absolutely. Yeah. No, you're fine, buddy. Why don't we give a shout out real quick? Tell folks how they can find you.
All right, Black Phoenix Entertainment on YouTube. Right in the Can-Am Riker Rally from Massachusetts. Made the drive all the way down here. Just hang out with you guys and do these awesome mountain roads.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm loving it so far. This is my first time up here, actually. Also,
In this area.
yeah. So cool. Cool. Well, good. Yeah, check him out. He's riding that Riker over there. Oh, there it is. He's riding that Riker over there. We love them all the same, though. We won't hold it against him. Now let's go find Doyle over here. He's the only one I haven't ambushed yet. So he's one of the guys that actually put all this together. So
it's kind of like a hey, let's do this, and it turns into this. Kind of like how BAM started. So
yeah.
We're gonna try to move it around and do it instead of the state. We'll call it the Southeastern Motorcycle Meetup.
yeah, I'm down with that.
In different locations.
Oh yeah, because there's all kinds of great rides around the Southeast. I mean, really, it's great. Doyle, give us a shout out real quick. Tell us how they can find you.
The English is not my first language, but it's Blue Bike and Doyle channel on YouTube and Instagram.
Perfect. These are all the guys I'm riding with. Give them a like, a follow, find them on their respective social medias. They're all great dudes. As I've been enjoying their company over the last couple days, and it's been great riding with them today, I'll tell you. So anyhow, let's go check this out. After getting some great pictures and taking some video and hanging out with the guys up at the Gap, up on top of Blood Mountain, we all decided it was time to go in search of lunch. So we left the mountain pass and decided to head towards Blairsville, Georgia, which had a number of restaurants for us to choose from. I guess, comically, we could say it's that old adage, we needed to eat to ride, and we were heading to ride to eat. Soon enough, we were leaving the restaurant with full bellies and high spirits. After a quick gas stop, we were off to check out a couple more things before returning to the hotel that evening.
I know, but I'm working on it. I just sprayed the shit out of it all day.
Yeah. Good to go.
This is interesting.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, I thought they were trying to say stop back there.
I don't know what they were doing.
I think they had just hiked up that little thing. I thought they were trying to say stop.
McKaysville, Georgia and Copper Hill, Tennessee are two towns that straddle the Georgia-Tennessee border. We made our way through there and decided to stop there to take a breather, get off the bikes for a minute, stretch our legs, get gas, whatever we needed to do. It was at this point that T-Bone told us that home was calling and he had to go make a grocery run for his wife, which we all understood that you get those from time to time. T-Bone told us that he was going to go do what he needed to do and then meet us back at the hotel later, which we all happily agreed to. From there, it was time to head back to the hotel to hang out, talk some more, and just enjoy each other's company. And it is true, after riding with roadie riders all day, I took quite a liking to his Harley-Davidson Road Glide. The black on black with some red accents on it was really catching my attention, and I really liked the look of his bike. It definitely builds upon some of the previous videos that I have done on this subject, as of the making of this video, am still in the search for a replacement for my aging 2012 Kawasaki Vulcan Voyager. But that is a topic for another video for another time.
I saw you leave this.
Once we made our way back to the hotel, we all went to the little multi-purpose room that's attached to the main building over there at the motel and started doing various things such as live streaming, doing our own thing that we do as content creators. I went live, but did have a chance to go live with all the guys, and we had a neat little session. Wasn't much to it, didn't have a lot to talk about, but here it is anyway. Hello YouTube. It's me, Burroughs Point. I'm live from GAMM, and I've got several folks here that are with me. We've got Ray Gregory Rides, we've got Chestnut Mountain Tin Man, I've got a couple other guys in the background. We'll reveal them here in a minute. And we did have Blue Bike and Doyle, but he just walked out. Shows how much he cares about y'all. Not enough for real. But y'all, we just got through riding. We went on a bunch of cool mountain rides today. We went around Such as Lube, went down to Blood Mountain, a couple other places. It was a great day for riding. And if you're not here,
y'all not gonna believe this.
And on cue, it's Blue Bike and Doyle walking in.
I got a pen that writes. But you're not gonna believe whose it is.
Now if you could just write.
Okay, cool. Works. So anyhow.
Black Phoenix Entertainment pen for the win.
So, like I said, we had a great day. So if you didn't come to Blue Ridge, Georgia, if you didn't come be a part of this, you need to come when we do this event again, or when we do the Alabama version sometime this fall, maybe. It's a great group of guys, and even if you're not a content creator, this is open if you want to come check it out. If you're anywhere in the Southeast and want to make a drive, or I've got a couple guys here from the great New England area, so if you're up in that area, you have no excuse at this point in time. These guys hopped on and came down, and if they can do it, you can too. So why don't you guys come over here and introduce yourselves. My favorite.
I don't like being on camera, but when I'm out there in the building, I'm by myself. I'm trying to figure out how to spell it. Rody.
Right.
R-O-A-D.
R-H-O-D-Y. R-I-D-E-R-Z. Rody Riders.
Rody Riders.
From Rhode Island.
So y'all check him out. He's a true New Englander. He's got the accent and everything, so you know he's legit.
Pocket cars, Harvard Yard.
I need to.
And we've got one more guy. I'm going to warn you. He rides a Spider.
It's a Riker.
But we don't. He rides a Riker. But we won't hold it against him. Y'all be nice.
Actually, it's totally different from a Spider. And tell us about that. He's the three-wheel master on the. He should be ambassador for Can-Am.
Should be, but they don't like me.
Yeah.
So.
Can-Am Entertainment.
I can see why.
Yeah.
What's your channel again?
Black Phoenix Entertainment.
Black Phoenix Entertainment. So I guess that was.
Let's get a little history about it. Where'd you get that name from?
So the Black Phoenix is an old gamer tag from back in the day. The entertainment aspect.
Why black? Why black, but you like green?
Two colors, black and green.
Okay. Makes sense
So
to
you
me.
should, in another life, you were a Kawasaki guy. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So that was basically your Xbox tag or whatever back in the day.
Gaming tag, yeah, foreign tags, all that stuff.
Awesome. And where'd you get Rody Riders?
From Rhode Island.
The state bird is a Rhode Island Red, so I use that as my tag, I guess you could say, or my motto. And and it just escalated from there. People just started gravitating to it. I got people sending me stuff like, obviously my little Rody Jr., which he has a little Instagram channel and stuff, Rody _Jr. Go check him out.
But it's not a Rhode Island Red, it's a foghorn.
That's right.
It's totally different.
We had a discussion today, right, about that.
It's totally different chicken.
Yeah, it is. But it was given to me, so I go with it, and because it was given to me from somebody.
Yeah.
But, going forward, if I do get 500 subscribers, and and some, but and subscribe. I will have to change that to.
Right.
You need much more than 500.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
You got to get to
Subscribers.
Hold on.
No,
This is like
That's a debate. Like
this is like climbing a mountain. You got
Microphone.
to get to a couple steps. It's integrated.
So we could talk no more and
Yeah.
pick it up? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is live, right?
This is
live in color.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get your name since we're doing the
Yeah.
round?
How did you get? Tell us about your
Well,
name.
because his last name is.
Burroughs Point. Well, I'm not that creative. So it's my last name, and point is I used to own a cattle ranch, and when this channel first started, I actually was doing farming and ranching and trying to help people get into that, and that's it was the name of my farm at the
Peter
time.
shut you down. The troll.
But I don't do that anymore. I don't farm anymore. We sold the farm and moved to town just like the Clampetts did. So yeah, here I am. But that's all that is.
Did they pick up old Chestnut Mountain Tin Man over sitting in the corner over there? How'd you get your name, Mr. Chestnut
Yeah,
Mountain
he's
Tin Man?
barely in frame. He's got to move over.
Because
a little
the
bit.
Chestnut, the mountain.
I was trying to
And
figure,
the Tin Man, because he
and
had a tin
Smyrna
man.
Cowboy was one of the first people I followed, and I was trying to think of a name, and I went, well, he's from Smyrna, Tennessee. I'm from Chestnut Mountain area, and his nickname's Cowboy. My nickname's Tin Man. I'll become the Chestnut Mountain Tin Man.
Yeah, it works.
Not realizing how long
You talking about
that word
you know,
is.
You talking about what'd you say? Creative.
Creative.
Meet Ray Gregory. Where'd you get your name from? My mom and daddy.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's great.
We did tack rhymes
my
at the
boy.
end of that. So it's you got his name from his mom and daddy, and then you got to throw great action verb in there too. So
He used the KISS method. Keep it simple,
stupid, yeah.
Hey, that's my motto.
Yep.
Safety third.
Fun
Well,
first.
here's my story. The blue bike and door is because I would go down and watch The Walking Dead, and they go, "Hey, there's the blue bike and Doyle." So I said, "You know what? That works for me."
That'll do.
Yeah, because all the people, because when they see the blue bike, they look for me, and then there's blue bike and Doyle. So it just stuck.
That's stuck. Yeah.
And it's I wish it could be
There's
more
the
creative.
blue bike that looks black most of the time.
It's a great looking bike though.
I'm suckered into blue bikes now.
So-
I kind of want to go get me be like Jonathan Brody out here. Look what he's doing right about now. Puppy, coffee.
Coffee. Johnny boy.
We got TD205 who's joined us in the comments. Says congrats to you content creators, and yes, he says the video keeps going in and out, but I'll repost the full version of this
We're
later.
in Blairsville. Are you hooked
Yeah,
up to
we're-
the internet?
Yeah,
It
the
ain't that
internet
much
here.
Yeah.
Look, we're in Blue Ridge, Georgia. I don't know what you're expecting as far as internet, but we're doing the best we can. We
The mouse
suck,
are on
but
the
we're doing
wheels
the best
in
we
there.
can.
The
Yeah.
mouse are in the wheels, generating the electricity so we can keep this going for you.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, TD205. Actually, you know, he was when I first
Well,
started.
he should come. Why ain't you over here?
Well, you know,
You didn't
I
offer
probably had
him
to-
money like the rest of us?
he's big time now.
He
He's
got that new Harley.
he's-
Well, I was going to say, I remember he got a new Harley. We don't discriminate because you ain't riding a Harley anymore. You're riding a Matrix because he's got a new Harley.
right. Now when I first
It's all the
started.
same wind.
Oh yeah, when I first started, he was one of the first guys I found and subscribed to, was watching and trying to
He's so
build a
positive.
method. Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
upbeat and all,
yeah, I do love me some TD205.
And he loves them test rides.
He does. He does.
So that's when we went to Barbers, that's all he did. Every time you see him, he's on a different bike.
So this GAMM can turn into something big like that.
He says he's still small fish. I don't think so. He's big timing now. He's big timing.
As far as GAMM goes, I think this could turn into something big,
Well,
really big.
it
if you
wasn't,
just keep
it was
plugging
just
away at
something
this.
that, hey, let's meet up and go for a ride.
Yeah.
It's the same way as Van. we didn't think it was gonna do that. And you can't get 3 more bikers to agree on what order to put in your motorcycle, but they just kept showing up, you know?
Right, but I just
Even
see-
even in the rain.
Mhm.
I mean, the
Yeah,
first year
one
was,
in the rain.
it was,
Yeah.
but it just turned into something.
I will say Virginia's got some good rides though. They've got some great riding up there, and I'd like to get up there and check out that, what is it, the Claw of the Dragon over.
Well, we done the
High
Claw,
School?
we done,
Yeah.
The back,
well, that's Big
Back of the
Walker
Dragon-
Mountain.
Back of the Dragon was really nice. That was
And then,
really
this year, we thinking about doing the Head of the Dragon, which is going north.
You know,
Plus, there's the Widowmaker.
we were there.
And plus, where Mr. G takes us, we don't know where we at.
We went,
The-
we
the-
were
up in a
early.
coal
What we
mine.
wanted-
And we went Wednesday and Thursday. There were no dragon roads, just Mr. G roads, and they were better than the dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, when we went into that, it's supposed to be, what was that? Not a bakery, but a nursery or something like that, you know? And you went in, and then you finally realized you come out the same way, but you go down and then go up. And there's hairpin
You talking about
curves.
you talking about going up to the Thumbprint of God? And we make that loop around up there?
Is that Burke's Garden?
Bird's Garden.
Burnt's Garden. I mean,
Oh,
that
that's
road,
open road.
that,
That's an
and the
awesome
road before that,
Yeah. didn't
where
do
we
that
went
one.
down where the river was and we got out standing in the middle of the road taking photographs. That was, I mean, those rides were just phenomenal. And that wasn't even VAM yet.
Yeah.
Down July 10th, 11th, 12th. Come on.
I need to get up that
We'll
way.
be there Monday.
I probably can't do it this year, but I need to get up there.
We'll be there Monday afternoon. Let's be there Sunday.
Yeah, it'd
We
be-
might be there Sunday.
Yeah,
Early
you know,
afternoon
that
when I get
Gettysburg Bike Week, I started looking at that because I was curious as to what rides were available this year. And I saw that. It looks like a heck of a time.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I have friends that go there on a regular basis, and other subscribers, you know, to my channel and stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't been there.
Yeah.
I had thought going there to
I
come
didn't
to
put my name in it,
23.
right?
Then I went to there was Baggers and Brews
You did-
down in Hamilton,
Yeah.
Hamilton, Jersey. So I did that twice.
Are you
but
still alive?
This year I made it a point. I'm going to
Unfortunately.
Gettysburg.
I'll watch my language, man.
So Gettysburg.
So I can't quack the words live, so
Yeah.
because every time I do I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
that's
off.
fine.
When I run across curse words in my video, in order to stay within the boundaries that benevolent YouTube sets for us, I do a duck quack. So if you hear a quack on my video, it's
Quack,
'cause-
quack, 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 quack. You ever seen a duck that couldn't swim? Quack, quack.
So
Name that
TD205 is back. He says, I try to stay positive, Doyle. I appreciate it, Cal. He says, Cal, we're all waiting for you to purchase your bike. Me too.
Ain't nothing stopping you but stopping you.
DT.
We'll stop by the.
I'm not monetized yet. I'm not like you guys.
You
that making
wouldn't
all
know
that big
YouTube to pay you.
You're talking the wrong guy over here.
We'll stop by Cartersville, Southern Devil, and see if they can make you a deal.
I won't be able to afford
Why
it for
did
the
you-
alimony
when you
payments
wrote
that'll
the
follow up
ST?
with that.
What are you looking to get?
Well, I got.
Road glide.
I've got
Best
some.
bike
I've
ride?
got some videos. I went to test drive a bunch of bikes over at Road Atlanta. I looked at the Lowrider ST, at the Heritage Classic,
right.
the Road Glide, the Indian Pursuit, and the Indian Challenger.
Yep.
And I started releasing
watch the
videos.
race?
Huh?
Did you even watch the race?
I got to see the warm up rounds. Yeah, I got to see the warm up rounds.
He's like,
And
can
then
I take these out there?
Yeah, well,
Well, in
yeah.
barbers, at the end of the day, you can go a parade lap and all.
Yeah, you can do a parade lap.
They could.
Um,
Well, I think this year the barbers, you got to pay to do it.
You did it Road Atlanta. You had to pay.
Maybe that's where I'm
Yeah.
seeing it at.
But
Sitting around here with a guy.
I released a video. The video is out on the Heritage. The video's out on the Lowrider ST.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But as far as the other options, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what
Right.
comes out.
Well,
My
somebody
thoughts on
hold
the
it
Road Glide
close
and
to
the
his
Pursuit.
face.
Yeah.
I hope I've been persuading you while you've been riding behind me.
That Road Glide looks pretty dang nice. I'm not gonna lie. That Road Glide.
I'm still scared.
I'll tell you,
new ones are. You
if
just
I
hear
was
all the
going,
bad stuff about
if I hadn't
it.
had to
It's
go
the
to
same
3
motor.
wheels,
Yeah.
and I was
Other
going
than
to
the liquid
replace my
cooled heads,
14, it would be a Road Glide.
Yeah. It's a sweet bike.
I
Hands
think
down.
here's what I'm thinking.
And one of my
You
buddies
go in and do that custom stuff.
who taught me into the Ultra
People
Limited
putting too much in it.
has now
And
switched to a 22
I'm
Road
putting
Glide,
more.
and he
Yeah.
sold his
We looking for your door.
Ultra Limited.
Good.
So he
We thought you might come
he
this
is
way.
he has switched
I'm
to
glad
Road
that door's
Glide.
open.
Okay. Well, like I said, the jury's still out. We're just got to see which one I land
I
on.
have a funny feeling I know.
Well, I thought
Yeah. We had to order pizza. All of us need to maintain our
Thank you.
wonderful figures.
You should have had a couple
Right.
pizzas if you climbed up where I climbed up.
got the 20 ounce.
You guys didn't want to do that.
Did you climb the mountain to touch the face of God?
I sure did.
Hey,
I
this
felt them.
video is brought to you by Domino's.
And I felt them because he took the wind right out of me.
Well, maybe I should put that over here and everybody can go over there.
That was fine.
Well, we're going to dig into a pizza here, but we appreciate you joining us as you joined us live. If you're watching this video after we've been live,
All they have is
check out these other guys on YouTube. Subscribe to their channels. They're all a good group of guys, and check out, like, I guess, wait for more details, because I put out details about GAMM when we were announcing it this year. Whenever there's another group ride like this, I'll put out more information. We're looking at tentatively doing an Alabama one sometime this fall, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we will catch you all on the next one.
Bye.
See you, Mom.
Pretty much the whole rest of the afternoon and the evening time was spent literally just hanging out and enjoying each other's company, talking about motorcycles, talking about places that we've been, talking about places that we would like to go, and finally, and I guess most importantly, talking about when we can do this all over again because we enjoyed it so much. All in all, I enjoyed meeting these other content creators, but as time goes, our weekend was coming to a close. The next morning we got up and saw some of our friends off to their different directions. Our northeastern brethren started off really early in the morning, so we saw them off. Got a belly full of eggs, bacon, and everything else for breakfast, and then me and Doyle headed out. He was going the same way I was going, so we decided we would ride together as far as his house, and then I would continue on to Alexander City. I had a great time riding out with Blue Bike and Doyle. We actually made the decision to stop along the way. He showed me a couple places. One place in Blue Ridge, Georgia that reminded me very much of the Clanton Peach Park, and I got to check it out and pick up a couple things to go home. And Doyle also took me by my first Harley-Davidson dealership. I had never been in a Harley-Davidson dealership before. We stopped by Southern Devil Harley-Davidson, and I got to check out a couple of the bikes there in person that I haven't seen since the test rides, and take a look at just what a Harley-Davidson dealership was. Pretty soon we were on our way. We managed to dodge most of the storms. Before I knew it, Doyle was off on his own way, and I was headed my way home. I had an amazing time with these guys over the weekend, and I would say that the next time we do one of these, if you don't come to it, you're missing out. Nothing like good, clean fun on two wheels. Until we meet again, guys.